Here's a few things that we need you as the trip leaders to do. First, recruit your team and make sure you've got consistent and solid communication with them. Second, you want to work very closely with the people that are your connections at the mission point, and just make sure you've got a good understanding of what it is that they're wanting you to help them do. Third, plan the trip, including all travel and logistics. Fourth, continue to provide project updates on your timelines and things like that to us. Finally, we need you to share your list of trip participants with us for t-shirts and so that the office can do the standard background checks that are required.
There are a few financial topics we want you to consider as part of GoMission. We want as many families to be able to participate in GoMission as possible, and so the church has made available scholarships to those who have a need for them. Those scholarships are going to be available on the basis of the first to commit will receive them, and there will be a limit of 3 scholarships per household. The scholarships will differ in amounts based on how far away the trip is. So for those in Oklahoma City, of course, there'll be no scholarships. But for those in other parts of Oklahoma, there'll be a scholarship of $25. For those in other parts of the United States, a scholarship of $100. And for those internationally, the scholarships will be $300. If you do go to an existing Memorial Road mission point, those scholarships will be $500. We also want you to consider how you will raise the money. It's very commonplace for people who are going on more expensive trips to raise money from family and friends, and that of course is fine, but we will want you to just be sensitive to the fact that we're asking every family at Memorial Road to be part of a GoMission opportunity, and so they may or may not be in a position to help you with your trip. Finally, you might want to consider the tax implications of your trip. If you're someone who itemizes your tax deductions for your income taxes, it's possible that you might be able to deduct a portion of your travel expenses. And so if that's of interest to you, you'll want to consult your tax advisor before you go.
Now here are some guidelines for when your mission participants are working with children. The first thing you need to know is called the 2-worker rule. This rule basically says that there has to be 2 adult participants anytime there are mission activities involving children. We don't want any one mission participant to be isolated with a child or a group of children. In fact, it not only protects the children, but it also protects the participants, the mission participants, from any claims or false accusations. The second thing to know are the rules involving discipline with children. No mission participant should discipline a child by physical punishment, which would include spanking or other forms of actions that would cause a child physical pain. Appropriate discipline would be separating the child from the group and just providing a timeout. If the child remains uncooperative or uncontrollable, contact your mission leader or the contact person at your mission point.
As you begin preparing for your trip, we want you to think about some things that we're going to ask you for when you return, so you can be working on those in advance. We want you to share with us some photos and videos of your trip, so you might want to appoint a trip historian that can capture those moments for you and share them when you get back. We also want either the trip leader or someone from the trip to record a video for us that talks about 3 things you loved on the trip and 3 things you learned. We think that might be an encouragement to those at Memorial Road, and we think that we might learn a lot from what you have to share. We would also like you to think about ways you can follow up with those that you met while you're on your trip, whether it be following up with letters, phone calls, or following up with those who were working at the destination along with you. Don't forget about those people that you met once you return. Finally, we'd like for you to share the excitement with others. As you probably know, we're trying to encourage more than 2,000 of us to be part of GoMission, and we think that they can be encouraged by what you have to say and what you experienced while you were there.
We continue to pray for you, for your project, and for the people that you will be serving. We ask you to continue to pray as well. If you have any questions or need to share anything with Greg, Carrie, Amy, or myself, please email us at gomission@mrcc.org. Thanks.